Hi everyone, I'm Vince and welcome to my channel, Vince Cooper Games. Today we're going to be covering Bloody Lane, solitaire wargame, and specifically the Confederate action phase, which follows the Union deployment phase that we covered in the last video. So the Confederate action phase, you can see down here on the player sheet, here there's a summary of the Confederate action table, and down here are the keyword rules on how to resolve each Confederate action. So let's just remove that and we'll take a closer look at what you get on the player aid. So on the player aid up here you have the Confederate action table. Determining Confederate actions is very simple. You're going to roll 4d6 die each turn, and you're going to assign the result of each die to one of the actions in one of these columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Columns 2, 3, 4, and 5 have two choices: fire, reload, or inspire. I'll cover the actual specific actions in a future video. So for now, let's just go through the basics. So you've got fire, which can also you can also choose a variation: exposed fire or oblique fire. You've got reload. You can also choose quick reload as a variation. You have inspire, which gives you a cohesion check to try to restore lost cohesion. So fire, reload, column 3, inspire, fire, column 4, reload, inspire, column 5, fire, reload. If you roll a 1, no action is available. And if you roll a 6, you can choose fire, including exposed fire, oblique fire, reload, including quick reload, or inspire. So let's go through a quick example. We're going to roll the dice and then we'll see what results we get. So we got a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 4. So the 1 is going to go there, 2 2s here, and a 4 here. Okay, so the 1, so that's simple. Okay, no action is available. Okay, the 2, we could assign it here. We could choose fire, exposed fire, or oblique fire. And then here and choose reload or quick reload. Alternatively, we could assign the fire action, the same fire action to 2 different counters, or the same reload action to 2 different counters. Okay, with the 4, we could assign reload to 1 Confederate counter, or we could assign inspire to 1 Confederate counter. Each Confederate counter can only be assigned 1 action per turn. Okay, so that's how to determine which Confederate actions are available. Which counter you assign each action to is player choice. Okay, there are also boosted actions. You can boost the fire action, or you can boost the inspire action. What this means is that you assign a second die to the same action. Does not have to be in the same column, just has to be the same action. And for fire or inspire, that gives you a +1 bonus when you're resolving the action and you're making the cohesion check. Okay, so for example, here we got a 2 and a 2, so we could assign both of these die to the fire action, to say the 6 Alabama. In that case, the first die would assign the fire action, the second die would make it a boosted action, so the 6 Alabama's cohesion would increase by +1 when resolving the cohesion check. Okay, alternatively, we could assign a 2 to the fire action, and here, let's say we got a 5 instead, and we could assign the 5 here to the fire action. So same thing, this would give the same Confederate counter a +1 cohesion check when resolving the fire action. So let's again go through an example, and this time we'll consider it from the point of view of assigning boosted actions as well. So we roll 4 1d6. We got a 1, a 4, and 2 6s. So again, the 1 is very simple, no action available. The 4 would go here. The 6 gives us a lot of choice. We could choose fire, reload, or inspire. So let's just take, for example, let's say, let's do a boosted action. So we assign the 4 to inspire, we assign the 6 to inspire, and let's say 2nd North Carolina they're going to resolve the inspire action. It's a boosted action. They get a +1 bonus to cohesion. And then here, for example, the 6, we assign reload to one of the other Confederate counters. Okay, and that's it. That's the Confederate action phase and how to determine boosted actions.